You know, it's amazing how some of the most powerful ideas in history are packed into just a handful of words. Today, we're going to deconstruct a single, really dramatic sentence from an ancient text, just to see how deep its layers of meaning can actually go. So, let's dive in. Okay, so here it is. This is the verse at the very center of our exploration today. Revelation 18, verse 1. I mean, the imagery is just stunning, right? You have this brilliant angel descending, and he fills the entire world with light. It's dramatic, it's powerful, but what does it all really mean? And that's the core mystery we're going to try to solve. Who exactly is this messenger? Where does this great power come from? And what does it mean for the whole earth to be lightened with his glory? Well, to find the answers, we need to look beyond the English translation and dig into the original Greek. So let's start right at the beginning, the messenger. The text says, another angel. Seems simple enough, right? Well, not so fast. The real clue is hidden in that original Greek word. See, the Greek word here is angelos, and while we almost always translate it as angel, its most basic, fundamental meaning is simply messenger. Now, this is a crucial clue, because, a messenger is defined by who sent them and the message they carry. And this leads us to a really powerful interpretation, that this isn't just any messenger from heaven. This angelos is actually a representation of Jesus himself, the ultimate sent one, the divine messenger sent from God the Father. And you know what? This idea isn't just pulled out of thin air. It's supported all over Scripture. You have Malachi talking about the messenger of the covenant. John's Gospel describes the Son of Man who came down from heaven. The book of Hebrews says God has spoken by his Son. You start to see this clear pattern emerge, a divine messenger sent directly from heaven. Okay, let's move on to the next phrase and see how this all builds. This messenger doesn't just show up. They arrive having great power. So what kind of power are we really talking about here? And once again, the Greek word is the key. It's exousia. Now, this is so important. This isn't just raw, brute strength. The word for that would be something like dunamis. No, exousia specifically means authority, the right to act, a delegated and totally legitimate power. So where does this kind of authority come from? Well, this exousia is understood as the supreme spiritual authority that Jesus earned through his victory on the cross. It's a legitimate right to execute judgment and to bring about God's ultimate plan. And this is where the connection becomes just undeniable. If we look at Matthew chapter 28, right after his resurrection, Jesus himself declares, "All exousia is given unto me in heaven and in earth." It's the exact same word. So what we're seeing in Revelation is a depiction of that very authority in action. And this brings us to the climax of the verse. I mean, this breathtaking image of the entire earth being illuminated. This is where the vision goes from just being powerful to absolutely cosmic in scale. Okay, so two more Greek words totally unlock this final phrase. The action is photizo, which means to light up, to illuminate, to enlighten. And the substance of that light? It's doxa, which means glory, splendor, majesty. So we're talking about an illumination by pure, unadulterated glory. But this light isn't just for show. It has a purpose. Its purpose is to reveal. It's like a divine floodlight exposing all the corruption of the symbolic system that the text calls Babylon. It just cuts right through the darkness to reveal truth, giving people a really clear choice. So who is this ultimate source of illuminating glory? Well, Scripture points directly and repeatedly to Jesus. He's called the true light in John's Gospel. He himself declares, "I am the light of the world." And the Apostle Paul links the glory of God directly to the face of Jesus Christ. It's all connected. So the big takeaway here is that this isn't some generic, abstract glory. It has a very specific source, the atonement. It's the radiance of truth, of love, of sacrifice. It's the glory of the finished work of Jesus on the cross, now lighting up the whole world. Okay, so we've broken down this verse piece by piece. We've looked at the messenger, we've looked at the authority, and we've looked at the glory. Now let's put it all back together and see the full portrait that emerges from these clues. On the one hand, you have this simple surface reading. A powerful angel is sent with a message. Fine. But on the other hand, look at the deeper interpretation we've been able to build. It's no longer just an angel with a message. It's this profound vision of the resurrected Christ himself, exercising his supreme authority and flooding the world with the truth of his glory. So here's the logic in 4 simple steps. 1. The messenger, angelos, is identified as divine. 2. The power, exousia, is the supreme authority of Christ. 3. The illumination, from doxa, is the revealing truth of the gospel. And 4. When you put all those pieces together, the result, the final portrait, is an incredible vision of Christ in action. I mean, think about it. By digging into just 19 words of Greek, a simple vision transforms into this rich, incredible theological portrait. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other secrets are just waiting for us, hidden just beneath the surface in these ancient texts, if only we look a little closer?